When you think about the province of BC, most people's following thought is about the city of Vancouver. It's the largest, most well-known, home to the Vancouver Canucks. But what if I told you that Vancouver isn't going to be the biggest city in BC for much longer? Well, believe it or not, that's soon going to be true because there's a new sheriff in town. And who might that be? Well, it's the City of Surrey. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what those numbers look like and when exactly it's set to surpass Vancouver. What's going on, guys? My name is Alex Dunbar. I'm a local realtor based out of the Surrey and Langley areas. And the fact that Surrey is actually projected to be the largest city in BC in the near future may or may not come as a surprise to you. Years ago, Surrey changed its slogan from the City of Parks to the Future Lives Here. And for good reason. With over 1,000 new residents making the move to Surrey every single month, it's safe to say that the city's popularity is increasing fast with no signs of slowing down. It's expected that Surrey will surpass Vancouver in population to become the largest city in BC by the year 2030. The city of Surrey is the second largest city in BC population-wise at just over 568,000 based on the census data from 2021, surpassed only by Vancouver, which has a population of just over 662,000. It's also the third largest city in BC by landmass, only behind Abbotsford and Prince George. And more recently, it's been estimated that the city's population, as of May 2021, is actually approximately 585,000 compared to the 2021 census population data, and it's likely even higher now. Surrey is characterized by one of the youngest and fastest growing populations in the province. The average annual growth rate over the last 10 years has been 2% per year, with a projected population increase of 300,000 people by the year 2046 for a total of over 842,000 people. Based on these numbers, Surrey will soon be BC's largest city, with 1 in 4 residents of Metro Vancouver calling it home. Surrey's population grew by 9.7% between the years 2016 and 2021, from 518,000 to 568,000 people. In comparison, the population of Vancouver only grew from 631,000 to over 662,000 over the same period of time, a rate of 4.9%, which is only half the rate of Surrey. Additionally, this rate outstripped the population growth for the entire Metro Vancouver region, which was 7.3%. On a national scale, out of Canada's 25 largest municipalities, Surrey ranked 5th in terms of pace of population growth between the years 2016 and 2021. Only Brampton, Oakville, Kitchener, and London ranked higher than Surrey, all of which are cities in Ontario. But Surrey was the fastest growing, largest city in the province, with only Vancouver and Burnaby being the other cities to make the list. One interesting observation is that for every resident that was added to the city of Vancouver, the city of Surrey added 1.6. In terms of absolute numbers, the population of Metro Vancouver grew by over 179,000 from 2.463 million in 2016 to 2.643 million in 2021. With an addition of over 50,000 in its population in 2021, Surrey accounted for more than 28%, or the biggest share in overall increase of population in Metro Vancouver. However, when we take into account the geographical size of both cities, Surrey has a land area of 316 kilometers squared, making it the biggest city in all of Metro Vancouver. Conversely, Vancouver has 115 square kilometers of land. That means we're talking about a geography that is 3 times bigger than the city of Vancouver. With that, Vancouver has a population density of 5,749.9 people per square kilometer, while Surrey is currently 1,797.9. To add to that, the majority of Surrey neighborhoods are seeing growth upwards of 10% according to the 2021 census released by Stats Canada. The census data was collected in May of 2021. As you can see here on the screen, one tract in the Wally City Centre area, which is partially bordered by 96th Avenue on the east and King George Boulevard on the south, it grew by 2,894 people between the years of 2016 and 2021. Another census tract just on the other side of King George Boulevard grew by 2,000 in the same time period. A little further south, a tract partially bordered by the King George Boulevard on the west and 64th Avenue to the north grew by 2,074 residents. And lastly, it's actually in South Surrey where the city saw the most notable increase in residents in a one census tract. A neighborhood bordered by Highway 15 or 176 on the east and 16th Avenue to the south grew by 5,318 residents, and next to it, another neighborhood grew by 2,782 residents. Those 5 neighborhoods are areas of Surrey that grew by more than 10% over those 4 years, according to Stats Canada. And regarding the housing, when people think of the suburbs, they often think of single-family detached homes. However, the dominant form of housing in Surrey is actually townhomes. The idea that Surrey is a suburb of single-family detached homes isn't necessarily true. Some of the fastest growing neighborhoods are wealthier areas, while others have some younger urban professionals moving in. One of the major factors factors in the continuing growth of Surrey is the relative affordability of homes in comparison to Vancouver. The benchmark price of all three property types is significantly cheaper, with current prices for detached homes at a 34% discount, townhomes at a 36% discount, and condos at a 34% discount. And with most parts of the city being under an hour away from downtown Vancouver, this makes it an attractive place to live for those who are looking to get the most bang for their buck in the housing market. One of the most interesting things with the census data is who makes up the population, as Surrey has one of the youngest populations in the region, part of which can partially be attributed to being BC's largest school district. So while Vancouver may have us beat in terms of population, Surrey has Vancouver beat with its youth. And when we take into account and look at projected immigration targets for the next couple of years, it's hard to see things slowing down in terms of growth. Last year, 100,000 people moved to BC, which was a new record according to the province, with the majority of those people ending up in the Lower Mainland. And with the Canadian government releasing updated immigration targets of 1.45 million for the years 2023 to 2025, it's hard to bet against that. So if a fast-paced and rapidly evolving city is on your mind, you'll quickly see the appeal of living in the center of a hub like Surrey. It's somewhere that you don't have to compromise your lifestyle when buying a home. Surrey offers not only the convenience of living in close proximity to everything you need, but it gives you an escape into the lush greenery that BC is known for. Now, with such a high growth rate, Surrey is well on its way to becoming BC's largest city within the next decade. So obviously there has to be a good reason behind why so many people are choosing to both move and invest here. And if you're interested in making a move to Surrey or investing here yourself and want to learn a little bit more about your unique situation, you can scroll down and hit the first link in the description to book a call with me at a time that works best for you. And to find out more about why so many people are choosing to call Surrey home, check out my previous video on the top 5 reasons to move to Surrey, BC. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in learning more about Surrey and its surrounding cities, as well as being kept up to date on the local real estate market. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.